Google is introducing like different new tools like Google NotebookLM,
Yeah.
which we're right now using extensively for collecting the knowledge and asking questions there, where before you had to go to multiple resources to actually find it in Confluence or Slack or Google Drive. That's one very powerful tool, for example, that you can leverage. Gong AI, of course, brought a lot of, I would say, nice and maybe must to use functionalities across GTM. And like with the Gong debrief summary, that's like very powerful because, for example, as a leader, I like to go through conversations and see what has been happening. And that provides me like in a quick summary what has been talked about the conversation. I can click on it and I can see what was discussed. I can ask specific question about the health of the account and how likely is even to renew. These are questions I tend to even ask. Even when I initially started, I was just experimenting. It gives you very detailed answer, which when you go to one-on-one with a CSM, they're very surprised sometimes how much information you know about the account, even though you've never talked to
Yeah.
that customer. And that's very powerful. Lately, we are also experimenting a lot with Velaris, where you folks have brought in not only the email helper to provide to help with building in the emails. However, like you can use the Velaris debriefer where you can actually really get all the information in one place from all your resources, from your support, from your Gong, from your Gmail, also like anything that you have interacted in the platform, like the notes, which are of course linked to our CRM. And that's very powerful because it also gives you this 360 view that is much needed for like on executive level or on AM level if they're going into conversation to go talk to a new team that might not be leveraged and localized yet, but they're exploring. Then we can actually see
Yeah.
what are the blockers, what not to talk about, for example, or what are the technical difficulties, or what are the product requests, or what are even the successes, which is the most important data account, so they can leverage that as a reference to the customer. And this is very, very much needed.